Welcome. Chris here with the trades. Going to go over 8 trades, 8 tickers that I'm looking at for the week ahead, 8 longs that I'm looking to swing trade. Going to open up here starting with the market SPY itself. As you can see on Friday, end of the week, last week, we did dip down significantly, coming down here into to a low point on SPY, finding some support off of these highs. So the market's been going up. A lot of companies that saw a little pullback, which is natural, as reflected here in the market. But the 8 tickers that I'm looking at particular stocks that meet my criteria for swing trades long. I'm looking at stocks first that have good fundamentals, that are strong companies that I want to buy and hold long term. And then I'm looking for some sort of natural pullback, a reduction in price, the relaxing nature of the price moving down into some level of natural support for an entry. Basically, that's it. Looking for an entry point on a strong stock for the move up higher. So first one on my list is AMD. Strong stock, moving up. The chart looks real strong. Got a pullback here on Friday down into these lows. We'd like to see it come down into these lows potentially. I'd be a buyer coming down into this natural level of support. Risk-wise, down about 6 or 7%. Be looking to take it down into here. We got these lows back here, as you can see where I'm pointing with my cursor. Some lows here, some lows down here. Decent risk profile, and looking for the move back up, 10, 12%. Next on my list, I'm looking at Meta Facebook here. Again, my strong stock. You can see these lines are marking some of my trades on this particular chart. I got in over here in midweek. I'm looking for a push down lower into this natural level of support as well on the chart. I'd like to see it come down to about this level here, 3 or 4%. It has done this in the past. It's reached a reduction in price. It's relaxed into price gap back up, of course, down when the stochastic is down on this lower level. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for it to relax down into this risk profile, down into this level here, for push back up. On the move up, I'll be looking to take profits up into this range here, up into highs, 7, 8%. See if it wants to keep on going. Next on my list is Microsoft. Again, nice strong stock moving up. Chart looks strong. Some buys, or sorry, some sells on the way up here. Because I've marked on this stock, this chart for myself. It's found some natural level of support. The stochastic is down at the bottom. Here has moved back up. Got a little bit of a pullback on Friday, like the market. So I'm interested in getting in here as well on this price point, down to about 2 or 3% on risk. Not too bad, looking real good. I'd like to see it continue moving back up potentially, and see if we can get back up into these highs, 6, 7, 8%. That'd be nice. So Microsoft is on my list. Also on my list is NVDA. Okay, NVIDIA, clearly strong stock. Chart's been moving up. Got a nice pullback and then a pop. Let's see if we get another pullback and a pop as well. There was some downside still on this one. The stochastic, as you can see, it's not quite reached the bottom of that band. Looking to be a buyer into this level here. A little bit of a gap fill back from a few months ago. Some lows back here. Profile for risk is real nice. I'd like to see it bounce off of this and move back higher and continue this run. We'll see. The stochastic's got a little room to run as well on the downside. So be happy to keep buying this one as it drops. If it does so, looking for the turnaround and the pullback, off the pullback for the bounce. Also, TSM, there's another chip company, looking for a bounce as well here into this level of support, right around where I'm pointing with my cursor. I'd like to see it come down a little lower. It'd be nice, down to about 1 or 2, 3% would be where I'd be looking risk-wise on this one. And looking for the push up into these highs, take profit, here 4.5%. These other highs as well, 8%, and see if it wants to keep on running. Also on the list is Charles Schwab. This one, again, moving up like a lot of these. Like I say, I'm trying to look for an entry point on a strong stock or a strong chart. So if it wants to come down into this level here, 3, 4%, I'd be a buyer. A little bit of a gap back here from before on the gap up. maybe it wants to fill that gap, that would be totally fine. In fact, that would be great. I'd just be buying into this natural level of support with a pushback up here of 5% or so. Take profit. Also looking at YALA Group. Nice big move up. It relaxed in price, started to push forward. Stochastic's looking like it's turning and moving up. That's what I'm interested in. I want to see it not break below this level here, 4.5% or so. Be a buyer into this level, but I'm looking for the move back up here. If it reaches these highs, looking at 15, 16%, that's a good risk to reward profile for me. Next on my list is VRT. Last one. Again, it's very similar. These charts are all looking very similar, and that's just the way my strategy plays out. Looking for this move back into support as it's done in the past and bounced. Back here, it's done the same thing and bounced. Will it do it again? We don't know, but this is the entry point for me. About 3 or 4, 5% on the risk profile. Looking to take profit up into these highs, 6%, 14, all-time highs, essentially 20, 21%. Again, good risk to reward profile for me. So that's what I'm looking at for the week ahead. See where we open on Tuesday, the holiday on Monday. Happy trading.